right. Hello. Good morning, everyone. Good to see you here. My name is Paul Trani, and I'm so thankful that you are here. Every Monday morning, I just like to get you know. I'd like to let you know what is going on in the world of design and creativity, and honestly, technology. So lots been happening. I'm gonna go for about 30 minutes, and we'll dive into what is next. But hello, everyone. Cool. Feel free to chime in. There, I see you, Steve and Carol and Amy Braswell. If you are joining me elsewhere, go to behance.net/Adobe Live, and I would love to chat with you. And just so you know, today is all about color. So that's what I'm going to talk about, because there's just some awesome resources and information out there that I want to share with you. But just so you know what I'll cover within the next 30 minutes, which usually I do an hour, we'll dive into this. I'm going to talk about the guests we have this week, what's new in news, plenty of things, even things that are not design related but technology related. We'll focus on some new creative. We'll typically do a community spotlight, which is going to be honoring one of you as well. And that is the plan. Chat is going a little nuts, and I'm just trying to make things happen over here. Okay, I almost got it. And we also have going to give away some free stuff and questions and tips. So basically, I'll pull something from forums and highlight it that way. So that is the goal. Thanks so much for joining me today. You guys are awesome. Feel free to say hello in chat. I would appreciate that. But let's get into it right now, okay? Okay, what's up, Alberto, Mercurial, Brett, Christopher? I see Christopher Like over there as well. Volume needs to go up a little bit. Does it need to go up a little? Let me know if I sound... It looks like my soundbar is a little low, and I'm not sure why. Check. I could bring that up a little bit, I think. Hopefully that's a little better. Yes, first-time viewer, Christopher Matthews. I want to welcome Christopher. Thanks for hanging out with us. Also, we have some other new guests as well. We usually have designers, artists, creatives. Is that too loud? Let me know if I'm a little too hot right now. I got to get this up a little bit. And I can't figure out why it's so low. But anyways, let's take this up a little bit more. Okay, fantastic. Now, we have Josh Ryan, and I'm going to kind of jump into all these various portfolios as well. So hopefully the audio is better. Let's switch my screen because we have Josh Ryan's brand new. Fernie Grant, and I don't know if I'm saying their name right, Alexis Roberts, and Chris Porter. So I think 3 out of the 4 are brand new. But let's kind of take a look at their work and hopefully welcome them. Here we go, just like this. Here we are. Josh Ryan does a lot of sort of like branding and swag, I would say. So illustrator and maker of things, right? And designer. But I think this is cool because if you're into creating like apparel and selling them, this is the guy to ask. So I think this is pretty cool. He will be with us today at, if I'm not mistaken, if I look back at my screen, it's 9:30 to 11:30 Pacific time, just so you know. But pretty awesome work, right? So creating pins, hats, stickers, things like that, things that us designers want to do. This is the guy to check out. So I think this is going to be a lot of fun. And you got to love somebody who just like has a, I want to buy this shirt. Living my okayest life. How awesome is that? So this is going to be awesome. Emma, it's Happy Kite Flying Day today. Oh, fascinating. I did not know that. I think tomorrow is International Internet Safety Day. So, lock down your passwords, people, right? Get those filters going on your email and various things. And watch out for those trying to do you harm and take information from you. All right, let's move on to who is next. Also today, we have a design, strategy, and development designer. I absolutely love this person's website. Helps businesses stand out. We can kind of go up here, but all these little... this website is so cool. All right, just these fun little animations as I click around. Some of these projects are locked, by the way, because these are live projects. But this is sort of going to be some really good UI UX design today from Anne Free. So this will be awesome. Anne for knee. Sorry about that. Anne for knee. Grant. So I'm looking forward to this. You know, I love just real world projects that he will tackle. So again, not easy data to work with, right? This, you would think this would be, I don't know, boring, but this is a tough deal. This is a super tough challenge right here, just organizing all this information. By the way, in other news, Tesla is now taking Bitcoin as well as cash. So that's in other news. And Dogecoin is doing quite well today. So cryptocurrencies for the win this fine Monday, February 8th. So fantastic. Yes, Space Kittens, resetting all device login passwords and everything. Yeah, I've been guilty of using the same password places, right? And I've gotten out of that. I encourage actually password services like 1Password, or if you're committed to a certain brand like Google, obviously they store passwords. So does Apple as well. So they kind of have their own 1Password solutions as well. So let's move on. Oh yeah, Rick, use two-factor authentication whenever you can. Exactly right. Yes, for sure. I get it. Sometimes a pain, but man, imagine if an old account got hacked, an old AT&T account you thought you had closed, and all of a sudden somebody's using that for their cell phone or something. I hope that doesn't happen to you. We want nothing but good news in our inbox. So Alexis Roberts is going to be joining us. This is actually Wednesday and Thursday. Creative director, content designer, and photographer. Stop doing all the things. That's what I want to say to our guests. Just stop being a photographer and designer and being good at it. This looks like a designer actually took this photograph. Like, look at these hard lines. Look at how interesting this is, right? This looks like a designer took it, or a graphic designer specifically. But so cool. This is going to be so exciting, right? By the way, can we all agree, Gigi, good having you here, from Georgia. Muriel, I see you as well. A lot of people kind of say that they do photography and graphic design. I haven't met too many people that do it well, right? I think Alexis does it well. So again, we can look at the photography, we can look at the graphic design work, and you can see their skill there, right? How cool is this? Milan Giselle Beauty. I've never seen like brown look so elegant in this case. She's like, oh, I know what color I'll use. I'll use like a beige. Beige sounds so boring, but here, look at how elegant it looks. I think the reason it looks elegant is just adding a little bit of highlight. It's a bright beige, right? Just these little highlights here and little gradients, say, in some of these. Look at that. So again, that's just me bragging about our guests this week. That's all. That's all I'm doing, and I want to welcome you guys. Super cool seeing this and seeing them obviously create content for social media, which is pretty darn awesome. So again, that's on Wednesday and Thursday, and that'll be super fun. Also, we have Chris Porter. I feel like I know Chris Porter from Creative Punch. I might have met him in the past, by the way, but you can see he does a lot of stuff as part of Creative Punch. So you can kind of see his work and his graphic design, his branding in this case as we get into this Riverset Rye, right? Look at this. Look at how nice that is, right? Look at that. Taking advantage of the print process, having this foil or shine on that label, which is just really cool. Getting to the point, like how strong is this, right? This stands out down at the bottom. I see River Street crafted very nicely. How he's used this text, like you read it as Riverset, no problem. But I kind of like what he did here with that I, but it's still compact enough. This R doesn't break into the design. You could basically play with these letters somewhat within the R and the T, and it still will read pretty well, right? So anyways, I think this is going to be a fun week. So many job posts want a graphic designer to do all the things now. Yeah. Yeah, I guess they do, right? It's kind of funny. I just discovered on Reddit that they have like a Photoshop subreddit where people are like, hey, can you Photoshop this out for me? Which I think is kind of cool because it's all in good fun. But you know, we also don't want to be giving away our work for free. So here's a case where the photography for his graphic design work is actually really fantastic. Look at that subtle printing behind the text as well. So anyways, I only have 30 minutes and I'm talking way too much about our guests. They're going to be here all this week, and I'm super thankful for them, and we have them this week, so this is awesome. So happy Monday, everybody. Valder's in the house. Sean, all my friends, everybody all the names that I know and I hope to meet in person someday. But let's dive into more news right now. All right, I'm still working on my transition, so bear with me. Jordan Furno, it's good to have you from Wales. Awesome to have you here. But you can see what we have going on this week right after me. Not that side, but this side, Paul. The Premiere Daily Creative Challenge with the one and only Jason Levine. So this is awesome. He's probably prepping for it right now. It's going to go for 5 days, which is awesome, like totally manageable. Get into Premiere Pro. He'll probably talk about Rush and other products, audio products. But again, it's like even if you're doing graphic design, chances are you want to cut together a video of your project. So I think that's going to be a good way to spend 5 days, but just 30 minutes a day. So yes, Carol Pearl would love to go down to Florida and do a mind meld when we're back to traveling, of course. And yeah, just want to welcome you guys. All right. We got more things going on. Just click through some more news just so you know. I'm going to brag about Adobe real fast because you know what? Where else are you going to hear this news but from an Adobe live stream? We just made Fortune's annual World's Most Admired Companies list. We're 40th out of 100, up from 47th. That actually goes based on a lot of criteria. I'll let you guys try to guess the #1 most admired company. Tell me if you know the #1 most admired company that's on the list, or if you get within the top 5, we'll do a slow clap for you. Yeah, I kind of want to see the criteria for this, but it's based on lots of rankings. So does anybody know who else is on the list? By the way, we're always on the list, not to brag, but we just really care about people. We care about social justice and equality, and that goes for everybody in the company. Like, I kid you not, like, we're all on board, and like nobody has an ego about it. We're like, yeah, we just want to do good, and we want to make good things that people use. That's our whole goal. Google is probably on it. GameStop, Amazon, Marsh, awesome. Oh, Amazon, a couple people, Space Kitten said Amazon as well, because you would be right. Let me just switch on over. We'll just kind of highlight some of the top people on Fortune's list of most admired companies. Apple, Amazon is #2, which is kind of surprising if you ask me, right? I don't know if people in warehouses would agree. Microsoft, Walt Disney, Starbucks, Berkshire Hathaway. Here's Google 7th as well, just so you know. I love it. Chris Olsen, AMC. How's everybody's AMC stocks? Mine are doing horribly. I sold my GameStop, my AMC I'm holding on to, and I'm just like losing money as we speak. That's okay. Bitcoin is doing quite well is all I have to say. Okay, I'm not here to give financial advice at all. I'm probably the least qualified to do so. But let's get back to the news and more things that I want to talk about, like you meeting the artists behind our Creative Cloud splash screens. Okay, so this is really cool. You lost 2K on Apple. Oh, I will withhold your name. It looks like Chris got it right. I'm just kind of taking a look at some of these other comments. Starbucks is in there. We're going to talk about Starbucks later as well. All right. Yeah. So who knows? Everybody has an opinion about companies, you know? I'm like, yeah, I don't know what to say. I'm just glad Adobe we don't have to deal with warehouses. Everything is digital, and that's good. Okay, so, but I want to show you the artists that make the identities for like our splash screens and kind of point to you how you can actually submit to have your artwork as the splash screen for, I don't know, as I launch it, wait for it, something like, wait for it, Illustrator as I launch it right now. These lovely splash screens. This is by Purple Jade Brown. I think she's in New York City or that area, and she did that. But here's this link, and I can share it with you right now. Just give me 1 second and try to paste that in. There you go, people. You might have to be, yeah, you shouldn't have to be logged in. By the way, this is on the Discover section for Creative Cloud, which is full of intel. But you can kind of jump into Ted Chin's stuff that he did for Photoshop, Ria Mahajan's 3D Florals. You get the idea on down the line. Okay, and this is the line, everybody. For an opportunity to be commissioned next year, submit your portfolio or nominate a friend. That is awesome, because we're not like, hey, you know what? Create free artwork for us, and maybe we'll put you in the splash screen, which is messed up. Like, crowdsourcing design is kind of a little bit of an issue, right? It means you're working for free, right? Just for notoriety. No, we're gonna pay you. We would commission you to make something. But load up that portfolio. That is the goal, and that's all you need to know, right? So check that out. Click learn more, and that's how you'll do that. How cool would that be? Long-term goal. Put that on your goal sheet. Like, I want to have my artwork on the splash screen for Illustrator or Photoshop or InDesign or After Effects, whatever the case may be. Right? Let that be a long-term goal, because chances are, heck, so we got to pick somebody. Might as well be you, huh? How fun would that be, huh? Cool, everybody. I only have like 10 minutes. Karen X. Yes, I know who you're talking about. Is that name correct? I think I know who you're talking about. But anyways. All right. Fantastic. Let's get into this. I got so much more to do. But you can see right in here just some other random news. I want to always like to talk about kind of what's going on and what other sites are publishing. 14 examples of outstanding color use in branding, and that was my goal. I wish I had more time, but we could talk about the use of color in branding really fast, because I kind of wanted to make this a color episode. And just so you know, here I am right over here. This is from Line 25, and who they feature are a couple of the top brands. Apple. You wouldn't think of Apple as using color, but what's their main color that they're using? They're using white. White's a color, okay? White space is a design element, and Apple recognizes that, right? The less stuff you have on the screen, the more focus it allows to give you, the more focus you have on what's there, obviously. Starbucks, they focus on that as well. Of course, green. It's a secondary that Kaiser made. Obviously, it's a nice balance of cool and warm colors. So having those complementary colors is good, but green is like right in the middle. Okay. I agree with this. Green is almost considered the fourth unsaid primary color, and often lets you think of nature and stuff like that. So that is good. McDonald's, again, strong use case. Most fast food brands are going to be yellow and reds, saying, hey, our food is hot. You know, it's going to be delicious and hot and greasy. And then they highlight a couple more. I'll let you kind of dive into that. I didn't want to dive into it too much. But I do want to point out one more on this list, which I think they do a great job, which is FedEx. You know, branding all of their different divisions, express, freight, ground, based on the color as well. So color blocking is a good way to go. Yeah, Biola is going to make that her goal. get your stuff in that splash screen. It means like you need to work hard, load up that portfolio, get your work out there, be somebody that people just can't ignore. Make it so like Adobe or anyone else that we just can't ignore you. Like we have to use this person because they're amazing, right? So that's I'm borrowing a quote from Steve Martin, who said, "Be so good they can't ignore you." Okay. MasterCard, you guys get the idea. Instagram went the way of gradients as well, which has been really hot the past couple of years. I'll let you guys view all of these because I don't have time to go through all of them because I have more news to talk to you guys about. Bruce, what's up? Let's get through this. Again, I'm condensing, I don't know what, about an hour's worth of content into 30 minutes. So, okay, I'll just share this with you really fast, and I really wish I could talk about this today. Okay, thank you, Rick Adams. Thank you for clarifying. Karen X, who's pictured on the Rush splash screen, must have made an impact on you. That's good to hear. All right. But we have new features. I don't even know if I'm supposed to say this, by the way, so you're already getting a sneak knowing that there's going to be something coming. But we have stuff coming. Some new features coming tomorrow. I'm going to get off the screen because, again, I don't know if I'm actually even supposed to share that, but we do have some new things coming tomorrow, and this is why you join this, and this is why you get involved with this new show. So check out some new stuff coming tomorrow around some of your beloved projects. All right, let's get into news from Creative. All right, another seamless transition. Could be better. What's up, Tim? Shh, don't say anything. I wish I could share with you what is coming tomorrow. I don't know, but I gotta preset. I gotta reset and get into this. Dropping little hints. But we also have some amazing work also on good old Behance, by the way. I want to kind of show you this Flash Folio. This is just a chance to get inspired as well with new work, right? Often we're too rushed, but I love this. This is just a Flash Folio, just a bunch of artwork from multiple owners. Nelson Nokella from Australia and Chapter Studio as well, both from Australia. And you could see they're making this old style, but they're kind of almost using this like really like cool, it looks electric on my screen, but I'm just obsessed with the colors and I'm obsessed with the jagged edges. So these days when so many things are digital and clean, I love the fact of seeing just these really jagged lines and just organic look. Like, look at how gorgeous this is. Are we having fun with this or what? It's just amazing. Just like, I love the look of it. So again, this is Flash Folio from two people in Australia just to get you inspired, and I can post that link too. It's one of the featured designs on Behance's homepage, right? Into it. I'm into this too. Doesn't it look like it's either a stamp or it's been through a print process a couple times? Yeah, amazing. Let's move on from that because I don't have too much time. Let me show you this. I want to get into this. Disney and Simpsons family gift wrapping. You ready for this? Super fun. What was that? Hold on. Is that Mickey Mouse? I don't think so. It's either Itchy or Scratchy. Right? Super clever from Simpsons. Who is that? Is that Yoda? Damn, no, it's not. Darth Vader? I don't think so. Right? Inspiring. Tinkerbell? I don't think so. Right? I love this work. It's so cool. Live for the video challenge in just a moment in 3.5 minutes. But again, just artwork I wanted to share with you. And I also want to honor one person in particular as I kind of sign off. And that is going to be Clever Devlin. Clever, I have been through and seen your work. Wish we had more time, but I at least want to put your name up there and say, hey, Clever, thank you. I think you're in chat too. I think I saw you earlier. But we want to honor community members just for being positive and awesome in chat, and for everyone, honestly, being here today. It's going to be a good day, and I want to thank you and everyone. There's more things I missed. There's free stuff that I didn't talk about. You know what? I get to talk about that later today. I have the Illustrator Daily Creative Challenge today at 11:30 Pacific time. So stick around. It's going to be an awesome day. Keep it positive. I love it, Clever. Thanks so much, everybody. I'm going to turn it over to the one and only Jason Levine right now. Thanks, everybody.